Hello there. Thank you so much for joining us. It is officially my favorite time of year. We've got the windows open, the cool breeze blowing in. We've got our favorite hot drinks beside us, and we are just ready to kick off this spooky season. So, this is our very first Decorate with Me and also our very first YouTube upload all together. So we are really excited and grateful that you are joining us. And we hope that you enjoy this process and kind of seeing how we like to do up this particular time of year. This is the first of many. We've already got quite a few other videos in the works, and we'll kind of take you room by room throughout the house. And we probably don't have enough time to show you everything, but we will show you our favorite kind of spaces and areas we like to decorate, and the favorite decorations we like to use in that process. So thanks again for joining us. Let's go. I'd like to apologize for my very scratchy voice and my kind of stopped up nose. I am very pregnant, and this is my fourth baby, and it's kind of, I know it comes with the territory. So I'm not quite sure when I will be feeling better and my voice back to normal. So I thought, let's just kind of go with it. But this is me. I like to start every either decorating project or redesign every room by kind of emptying it. I did draw this house, and we built it a few years ago from the ground up. I did the plans and the design. It's something that I have just had a passion for a really long time. It is the fourth house that we have done. We live on an acreage, and we've got a little farm, and you'll see a few of our animals featured in this video. Hopefully you'll meet the other ones along the way. But yeah, so here is our foyer area, and again, I like to really start with a clean slate. So I take everything out, and I literally clean it and give myself a really good visual of what the space looks like without everything in it. So if you're not interested in watching me clean, I happen to be one of those people that have or get a lot of satisfaction over watching people clean, so I thought I would add a little bit of that in there. You are more than welcome to skip forward to the actual decorating part if you don't enjoy this process. This is one of our pups. Her name is Ivy Sue. She is a whopping 130 pounds and loves to be involved in absolutely everything. And there is our other pup, Fern, and her and Ivy Sue, they are buds, and as you can see, they both kind of just like to be involved in absolutely anything and everything that I do. I'd like to take a second right here to kind of direct you to where you can connect with me. My Instagram account was unfortunately hacked. It's so sad. I just started a new one. It's pretty similar to the former name. Former name was Ozarkdwellers, which is our channel name here. But it is now Ozarkdwellers, so Ozarks Dwellers. And TikTok is exactly the same, Ozarks Dwellers. I'd also like to kindly ask if you enjoyed this video, if you would give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this type of content, please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything and just kind of keeps you up to date as to when we post new content and if anything new from us comes out. So, yeah, and I'd love to hear from y'all. Let me know maybe what you'd like to see, any questions that you may have. Again, we'll have a lot more similar content coming out, and I'd love to just meet y'all. Okay, now that we've got that all clean, I like to kind of shop throughout the house and see what I've collected throughout the previous year. My daughter and I have already done a little preparation and gone shopping at some of our favorite local vintage and antique shops, kind of creating a vision for what we wanted the house to look like this year. Things that are, have a history and a story. Those happen to be my favorite Halloween decorations. And speaking of antiquing, we have a video that will be coming up of Lola and I kind of rummaging and searching through our favorite places and shops and kind of showcasing some of our favorite Halloween finds this year. No matter what I'm decorating, I always like to begin with the largest pieces first. As you can see here, I work my way down from whatever pieces are the biggest, and I go down based on their sizes. This really helps ensure that whatever area you are doing, that it is really visually weighted equally. You don't want things to look off balance to the eye. Without us even realizing it, it can kind of be uncomfortable and off-putting. So this will really kind of help you make sure that that doesn't happen. The more that you see throughout our home, you will find that many of the pieces are vintage and antique. I like to do this because, first of all, we've got a lot of kiddos and animals and running in and out of the house and constantly doing what kids and animals do. So perfection is not the name of the game. I like things that already are worn and have a history, so I don't always have to feel like things have to be kept perfect or that something's going to be hurt or scratched. But even more than that, I love collecting things over time and them having personal history for us. I can tell you where we were at when we purchased that, what was going on in our lives, what kiddo was with us. It just makes your home that much more special and more personally inviting to you and your family. Spider webs, I absolutely love them. They are one of the most affordable things you can do to decorate your house. If you are on a budget, they are an instant way to add a touch of spookiness. I personally prefer a more natural look when it comes to webbing. So to do this, I always try to take the approach that less is more, but I like to begin by starting the corner pieces, kind of hooking the web on and then hooking it on to another piece, whether that be the corner of a frame or, for instance, the weight of the skull or whatever it may be that you're wrapping it around. And then I like to lightly stretch it from different area to other areas. I think then is always better. And yeah, I think it's going to have a lot more of an authentic kind of feel to it if you just use that approach. So I don't like to cut it. I always like to rip and tear it apart. I think cutting always is a giveaway that it is not natural. But if you really just play with it, this is not even close to all of the video. Um, of the time that I spent doing these webs, but it's totally worth all the time and effort. It just makes all the difference in the world, in my opinion, kind of like the icing on the top of a cake. Moving on up the first flight of the stairs, I usually like to decorate the house with things that the entire family loves and enjoys. This happens to be the only piece in the house that I am the only one that has affection for it. It was too cool to pass up. It's new old stock of a vintage poster of, as you can see, Jim Morrison from The Doors. It just was so iconic. I love old memorabilia, rock memorabilia from the past. It's kind of sprinkled all throughout the house, and this happens to be one of those pieces. But I thought it being so large and where it was located, it would be an awesome area to fill with something that was Halloween related. I was very proud of myself. I couldn't find something that was the correct size. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll make a custom mat and I'll fit it to the frame that I have. As you can see, I did a really poor job at measuring, and I kind of sit with it for a while, see if there's anything that I can do to use it, but in the end, I end up having to just let it go. Um, you can see this process took me a while. This frame was insane. You think that the Mona Lisa was inside of it or something. Um, and in case you're wondering, I am using a butter knife to break into it. Uh, the Phillips are always easy to find, but it's the stinking flatheads that I can never get to. But so butter knives, they work just as well. And so as you can see here, this is just a replica of a vintage poster that I found. And I thought it worked perfectly. You can actually find this anywhere. I happened to stumble this on uh, Amazon, and just thought that it would be a really cool piece. And of course, the spider webs and spiders add the perfect finishing touch. Using warm colors and different textures are the perfect way of adding a touch of coziness during this time of year when the season is changing and the weather is getting cooler outside. I love to crochet and knit, so as you can see, I kind of do this all throughout the year in preparation, as well as hitting the sales at the end of each season. The textiles can be more expensive, so doing so can save a lot of money in the end. Speaking of saving a little bit of money, I like to purchase the slip covers or the pillow covers instead of the entire pillow itself. And also for me, I really like to stay organized when it comes to storing things away. So, taking off a slip cover, folding it, and setting it on a shelf is just that much better and takes up that much less space than an entire pillow would. I thought I would create a visual of all of the autumn pillows that I had gotten out or covered up, and I obviously decided to make a bed out of them. So, a little bit in the way. If you're wondering about all the changes in clothing, this was not filmed in a single day. We have a pretty busy schedule with the kids' sports and everything else we have going on. So that is why I am hopping in and out of different items of clothing, as you can see here, for example. And this is kind of what we call our second little foyer area. It is the exact same thing on the other side. If you're wondering what the bench type thing is, they are, there's one on the other side as well. They are cots from one of the world wars. And I am absolutely obsessed with them. It creates a really cozy reading nook for the kiddos, and an awesome place for me to display some of my favorite pillows and textiles as well. I absolutely love getting the kids involved in this process. It is my mama who passed away um, a little less than a year ago during the holidays, who she's the reason why I love Halloween as much as I do. And it's all those precious memories that make this year or this time of year so special for me. And I really hope to kind of instill that in my kiddos. I hope these memories that we make last forever for them. And in the end, it's why I kind of do what I do. I'm sure we'll be adding more, but here is the final look of the foyer thus far. I'd just like to thank y'all again for taking a second of your time to join us. I hope that you really enjoyed the moments that we spent together. And like I said, if you could please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Also, we'd like you to join us for our next adventure. We've got some videos that are coming up where we go antiquing, and we'd love to take you along with us and kind of show you the process that we kind of take when we are trying to find all those vintage goodies. So and also the very end is a little sneak peek of what you may see in the next coming video. So until next time, we will see you soon. Bye bye.